Something Happened in My Grandparents' Cabin by Jaygriffin. My fairly wealthy grandparents own a nice cabin in a densely wooded area of Utah. Once or twice a year, my family, consisting of my grandparents, dad and stepmom, older brother and stepsister, will head up there. This year was no different, except for the fact that my grandparents said that I could take my new girlfriend, Chelsea, there for a few days before the rest of the family headed up to meet us. We got here last night and it's very clear that something bad happened. There's a couple other cabins in the area, 5 total, each similar to the others. They're all within walking distance of each other, but just far enough away that you won't be disturbed by any noise coming from the other cabins. We've grown to become quite friendly with the other families that own the other cabins. The McCarthys, the Brennans, the Walkers, and the Godfreys. It probably sounds completely lame, but we'll go on big hikes together, play football, do barbecues, and all that other kind of middle-class nonsense. In fact, I'd gotten a last-minute message on Facebook last week from Adam Godfrey, one of the Godfrey grandchildren closest to my age, saying that he'd be at his cabin with some friends for a couple days and asked if I wanted to join them. Of course, since I had already made plans with Chelsea, I had to decline. The forest was dead quiet when we pulled up outside our cabin. There weren't any woodland creatures in sight. No cars in the area. Nothing. It isn't particularly uncommon for the area to be quiet, but the silence felt eerie for some reason. Anyway, we get into the house and alarm bells instantly started ringing. There were used plates and glasses on the kitchen counters, the sofa had clearly been sat on, and the pillows were in disarray. And there was a faint aroma of cigarette smoke in the furniture. My grandparents said nobody had been there in over 3 months, and whoever was there last definitely would have cleaned up after themselves. I told Chelsea to stick close, grabbing a baseball bat from the coat closet and headed up the stairs to check that the intruder wasn't hiding. Each room was untouched and empty until we reached the master bedroom. The bedroom had clearly been slept in. The curtains were drawn, keeping light out of the room. Though the oddest thing was the computer. In the corner of the room was a cheap IKEA desk that hadn't been there before. It had 4 computer monitors side by side that looked to be powered by one computer under the desk. A cheap swivel chair was tipped over nearby. I'd completely missed the laptop on the bed until Chelsea pointed it out to me. I tried powering on the computer under the desk, but was greeted by 4 screens that simply said, "No feed available." Instead, I turned my attention to the laptop that had been left charging. It opened onto an email inbox. I probably should have just called the police by then, but I suppose curiosity got the best of us and we decided to read what had been said. The following are emails in chronological order. From Daniel to Howard. Subject: Arrival. Date: May 9th, 6:45 p.m. Sorry about the late reply. I managed to spill coffee on my phone. At least it's not as bad as dropping it down the toilet like last time. I can bug an entire house with hidden cameras undetected, but I can't keep a phone for longer than a month. Anyway, I'm here. I'm staying in the cabin closest to the Godfreys as planned. Belongs to an Eric and Simon Wallace. I got into the Godfrey cabin without a hitch. Managed to disable the security system remotely. I placed 6 cameras in total, 1 facing the front door, the living room, the kitchen, dining area, master bedroom, and the other 2 bedrooms. They get here tomorrow. We'll keep you updated, bro. From Howard, 6:58 p.m. You are an idiot, you know that, right? I was born with an idiot for a brother. Regardless, I'll bring yet another phone for you when I get down there on Thursday. Let me know as soon as they arrive. I'll check my inbox regularly. Try not to make a mess in the Wallace cabin. Remember, the more DNA you leave behind, the higher the risk we'll get caught. From Daniel, 7:09 p.m. Well, it's a bit late for that. I've already taken a huge dump on the carpet and jizzed all over the walls. My bad. Lighten up, Howie. Don't need to be a hard ass all the time. This isn't my first rodeo, big bro. I'll let you know when they get here. Oh yeah. Can you remind me how much we're asking for each of them again? I had it on my phone, but, coffee. From Howard, 7:16 p.m. You paint such colorful images, Danny. Here's the list in order of highest ransom to least. Adam Godfrey, $60,000. Alice Abrams, $30,000. Jamie Thompson, $28,000. Kelsey Ludlow, $21,000. Robert Nash, $18,500. Dana Peak, $16,000. Remember, Adam, Alice, and Jamie are our top priority. It's imperative that they don't die. We could afford to lose the other 3, but the best scenario is getting all 6 out alive. From Daniel, 7:21 p.m. Don't worry, I know the drill. This ain't gonna be some from dusk till dawn stuff. I promise there won't be any guns blazing. Think I'm just gonna watch a movie and call it a night. I'll be up early tomorrow and let you know when they get here. Peace. From Daniel to Howard. Subject: They're here. Date: May 10th, 1:52 p.m. They just got here, right on time. It's like douchebag central up here. I've got some news too. Don't think you're gonna like it though. The cameras are live, but the audio feed doesn't work. I swear I set it up exactly like I did last time, but nothing. I can't risk going in there to fix it. The cameras are all we really need though to track their movements. Also, there's a 7th kid, another girl. I thought you tracked their Facebook group message and said there was only 6 heading up. From Howard, 1:58 p.m. Are you serious? I did track their group message and there is only meant to be 6 of them. They must have asked the other girl in person or texted her. I only had access to their social media accounts. Damn, we've only made arrangements for 6. She could really complicate things. She dies the moment we get into the house. From Daniel, 2:03 p.m. Wait, hold up. What if she's one of Adam's rich friends? The girl could be worth more than any of them. You just want to kill her? She could be worth something. From Howard, 2:08 p.m. Well, even if she were, we have no way of knowing since we didn't set up the audio feed correctly. Besides, we only have arrangements for 6 people. If somehow you figure out that she's worth something, we'll get rid of Dana instead. But until that time, we stick to the original plan, understood? Let me know if anything noteworthy happens. I've got some things to sort out. From Daniel, 2:11 p.m. Fine. I suppose you're right again. I'll email you later. From Daniel. Subject: Update. 5:32 p.m. Not much has happened since they got here. Just typical kid stuff, really. Adam's obviously their king. Don't need an audio feed to know that much. He points, they do. Reminds me of that asshat back in high school, that Frankie guy. They're having a barbecue. Maybe I should go pop over for a burger. Just kidding. Don't burst a blood vessel. P.S. The other girl doesn't really blend in much. I feel like she's one of those girls that tries to fit in with the cool kids. One of the guys probably brought her along to get in her pants. From Daniel. Subject: Update 2. 9:24 p.m. Again, nothing really to say. Just letting you know they're still alive. They started a ring of fire an hour ago. Pretty heavy into the drinking now. That Kelsey chick already threw up. OG, short for other girl, that's what I've taken to calling her now, can definitely hold her own on the liquor front. Maybe she'll end up being the dark horse in the group. From Daniel. Subject: Update 3. 11:53 p.m. Jesus Christ, these kids are like rabbits. They've all broken off into little couples and just went into their own rooms. They've been doing it like animals for almost 30 minutes. It's crazy. OG is chilling on the couch. She passed out a while ago. Poor kid. Kinda feel bad for her. Do we really have to kill her? Can't we blindfold her and leave her somewhere? From Howard, 11:59 p.m. Thank you for the very detailed and unnecessary updates, Danny. I'm glad they're having a wonderful time, and yes, we have to kill her. It's too risky. From Daniel. May 11th, 12:05 a.m. Dang, I was really beginning to like her too. She seems like the only one in the group that isn't a total douche. From Howard, 12:08 a.m. You'll get over it. Now go back to whatever you were doing. Eating pizza and watching The Office, I assume. From Daniel, 12:12 a.m. Parks and Rec, actually. From Daniel. Subject: Morning, sunshine. 10:14 a.m. The kids are just waking up. They're all suffering from gross hangovers. Thank God I didn't put a camera in the bathroom. From Daniel. Subject, A-hole parade. 1:14 p.m. Okay, so I really don't like these kids. They are huge a-holes. Right, so I'm pretty sure OG is a veggie. She's only been eating salad and carrots and stuff since she got here. And they were having some lunch, and then that Adam kid started waving bacon in her face. Like, okay, I know we've all tormented a veggie before, but then all the other kids just started throwing their breakfast at her. And then that douchebag literally forced the bacon into her mouth, and they all just lost it. Pretty sure Alice spat on her when she was running away in tears. Freaking rich a-holes. Starting to think she's the group punching bag. Or these kids just have really messed up moral compasses. Hypocritical, I know, but they're doing this for fun. We do what we do because we need the money since mom's medical expenses aren't going to pay themselves. This just doesn't sit right with me, Howie. From Howard, 1:35 p.m. I get it, rich kids can be a-holes. However, like you said, we need these rich kids. I'll be there tomorrow night and we can get this over with. You're doing a good job, Danny. From Daniel, 1:43 p.m. Freaking losers. I hope I get to see OG kick one of these a-holes in the balls. Thanks, Howie. I appreciate it. From Daniel, 7:23 p.m. The kids have been getting rowdy again today. They seem pumped for something. They broke off into couples again at 4 p.m. sharp. Different couples from last night. And went off to get it on again. It was just pure carnage, and it went on for like an hour. What is with these kids? Crazy little creeps. It's not like it's even passionate sex. It's like angry sex. Like they're breaking stuff when they're doing it. OG spent most of the day crying. She seemed pretty down about the whole bacon thing this morning. She's been sleeping the last hour. Okay, so as I was typing this, I just caught a glimpse of the three girls tiptoeing into the living room where OG is napping on the couch. And they just cut off some of her hair. Like real big chunks of her super long hair. They looked like they were just giggling to themselves, then bolted off to the bathroom. When are they going to give this girl a break? The guys have been talking in the master bedroom the whole time. From Daniel, 10:38 p.m. About an hour ago, the kids grouped together in the master bedroom and turned off the lights. Can't see what they're up to. Probably having an orgy. They couldn't have left the house though, don't worry. OG noticed her hair missing when she woke up and started crying again. I think she wants to go home. She's been looking for something, maybe her phone, but she hasn't found anything. One of the other kids probably took it. She just sat on the couch crying until she drifted off into sleep again. Anyway, it's been quiet for a while now, so it's probably dying down for the night. I'll see you tomorrow, bro. From Howard, 10:47 p.m. Sounds like Mardi Gras down there. Are you sure you got it all under control? I should get in around 9 p.m. tomorrow. We'll get it over with as quickly as possible. From Daniel, 11:22 p.m. So two of the guys left the dark bedroom and went downstairs. They stood there for a while watching OG sleeping and then just grinned at each other. Doesn't look right, bro. From Daniel, 11:30 p.m. The two guys just went into the garage and came out with a big plastic tarp. They moved the table and chairs in the dining room and put it on the floor. I think there's a pentagram sprayed on it. This isn't right, Howie. From Daniel, 11:36 p.m. Howie, the two guys just ran off upstairs into the bedroom, and then all six of them came out wearing black robes and holding knives. This is messed up, Howie. I don't like this. These kids aren't right. From Daniel, 11:40 p.m. They're just standing around the sofa where OG is sleeping, and they're just staring at her. It's messed up, Howie. Something bad is gonna happen, I know it. From Daniel, 11:50 p.m. They've just been standing there for 10 minutes. Nobody's moved. I can't believe what I'm seeing. From Daniel, 12:13 a.m. They still haven't moved. From Daniel, 12:16 a.m. What the hell, Howie? Why aren't you replying? From Daniel, 12:27 a.m. I think they're waiting for her to wake up. From Howard, 12:35 a.m. Danny, what the heck is happening? I just looked at my phone and saw all those emails. Have they done anything yet? They've probably been taking drugs. Are you okay? Give me an update. From Howard, 12:38 a.m. Danny. From Daniel, 12:43 a.m. She just woke up and started screaming, and they jumped on her. From Daniel, 12:44 a.m. They're dragging her to the tarp. From Howard, 12:46 a.m. We're pulling the plug on this one. Get out of there. Listen to me. Don't do anything stupid. These kids are clearly messed up. Get in the van and come back now. From Daniel, 12:49 a.m. They're holding down her arms and legs. She's screaming. Adam is standing over her chanting some stuff. Oh my god, this is devil worship. What the heck are these kids doing? From Daniel, 12:51 a.m. They're butchering her, Howie. Not just stabbing, all of them. They're tearing her to shreds. From Daniel, 12:52 p.m. They're pulling out her insides with their hands. From Howard, 12:54 a.m. Leave now, Danny. Get the heck out of there. From Daniel, 12:57 a.m. They stopped finally. I think I'm gonna be sick. From Daniel, 12:58 a.m. The lights just went out all at once. Nobody even reached for the light switch. From Daniel, 12:59 a.m. They're staring into the cameras, faces to the lens. One of them in each of the camera. How did they know? From Daniel, 1 a.m. I looked away for a second and they're gone. The front door is open. From Howard, 1:03 a.m. I'm getting in the car and heading your way. Get out of that freaking cabin. I'll meet you halfway. From Daniel, 1:05 a.m. I can hear them. They're running outside. They're knocking on windows. They're laughing and they think it's funny. They're saying, come out and play, Danny. We want to play. Come out and play or we'll come in and play. From Daniel, 1:07 a.m. They're throwing themselves against the door. My gun's in my bag downstairs. Oh, God. From Daniel, 1:08 a.m. I just heard the glass break. From Daniel, 1:08 a.m. I can hear them walking up the stairs slowly. They're playing with me. From Daniel, 1:09 a.m. I locked the bedroom door, but they'll get in. There's 6 of them. Howie, I love you so much. You've been a brilliant, caring brother. I love you so much. Take care of Mom, please. I'm going down fighting, I promise. I love you so much. From Howard, 1:11 a.m. Danny, what the heck is happening? I'm in the car. I'm on my way. From Howard, 1:14 a.m. Danny! From Howard, 1:19 a.m. Reply to me. From Daniel, 1:24 a.m. Ha! I can't believe you fell for that. Always knew I was the joker in the family. You could turn around and head back home. I was only messing with you, Howard. From Howard, 1:27 a.m. You little a-hole, what the heck? Do you not take this seriously at all? From Howard, 1:28 a.m. Wait, you never call me Howard. Danny, what's our mom's name? From Daniel, 1:29 a.m. Good night, Howard. That was the last email. I handed the laptop over to the police after reporting a break-in. In all honesty, I think they assumed that someone is playing a prank on me. Regardless, they took some prints and swept the house. They said it was safe for Chelsea and I to spend the night, though they'd be happy to take us to a hotel if we wanted. In all honesty, this does seem like it could be one big prank. I wouldn't put it past my brother to pull something like this. It would be apt punishment for shaving off his eyebrow last summer. I know I probably shouldn't have, but I called Adam earlier. He said he and his friends ended up canceling their trip last minute. Something about one of the guys getting a stomach flu. I mean, Adam can be a bit of an a-hole at times, but devil worship does seem a little far-fetched. There's one thing nagging me, though. Something that I can't get off my head. My stepsister hasn't replied to any of my messages. Hasn't for the last few days, actually. I mean, she's a college student, so this isn't very out of the norm for her, and I wouldn't normally worry about it if it weren't for her long blonde hair, the fact that she's a vegetarian, and that she's had the biggest crush on Adam since they were kids.